Alright guys, on this video we're going to talk about some goal setting and what to do coming into the new year to make sure that you are aligned to your goals. I just filmed this whole video and I went to check on the camera and my memory card was full, so you're getting the second version now. There's been a lot of studies over the years on goal setting and the importance of them. Professor Gail Matthews of the Dominican University of California conducted a study with 267 entrepreneurs and a bunch of other successful professional people. She divided them into 5 groups and tracked them over several weeks. Matthews discovered, among other things, that just simply writing down your goals increased achievement by 42% across the board. And this also gels with my own experience as a coach, coaching hundreds and thousands of people over the years. It forces you to clarify what you actually want to achieve. It helps you overcome resistance. It will motivate you to take action, and it will filter out other opportunities that may come your way and stop you from getting shiny object syndrome, keeping you on your path to your actual goals. It will also enable you to celebrate all the small wins along the way. That is why we have the main goal, but we put the path and the road towards hitting that goal so that each milestone we get to celebrate, forcing you to stay more motivated. So you may have heard of SMART goals, but we're going to use smarter goals, the 7 attributes of staying accountable towards your goals. Specific, measurable, attainable, risky, time-bound, exciting, and relevant. So the first one, specific, you need to make sure your goals are specific. Focus is power here. Studies show that the tougher and more specific our goals are, forces us to focus more. It engages our creativity, our intellect, and our persistence. Vague, randomized goals really don't inspire us. That is why most people don't even achieve their goals. For example, you could say, I want to lose weight this year. Most likely you're not going to. What is the specific amount of weight that you want to lose? Do you want to lose 10 kilos? Then write down that you want to lose 10 kilos. Or even better, I will lose 10 kilos. And the second attribute is measurable. Are your goals measurable? Do they have built-in criteria that you can actually measure yourself against? And this will be important for 2 reasons. The first is the most obvious. How do you even know when you've reached your goal? If you just say that you want to lose weight, what is the weight that you actually wanted to lose in the first place? How do you know when you get there? You might lose 5 kilos and be like, fuck it, that's enough. The second reason is that we want to be able to measure ourselves against these goals along the way. An objective target allows us to actually mark progress and milestones along the way. That means you can actually chart your progress. And half the fun of goals is in the progress we actually make. In fact, we experience the strongest positive emotional response when we make progress on our most difficult goals. The third attribute of smarter goals is that they are attainable. Well, it can be helpful to set, big picture goals for the long run. You will need a more attainable goal that's not far in the horizon to make sure you stay on track. You want to start small and see some short-term wins, which will encourage long-term consistency. If you try to set a goal that's too big and you don't see any progress in the short term, you may get discouraged, because you might not be making progress as fast as maybe you'd like. So if your goal is to lose 10 to 15 kilos and you want to do it in like a month, that's just not going to be attainable. Maybe set smaller goals like 2 kilos per month, 500 grams a week, so that you do see those small wins along the way. Which brings us to our fourth attribute, which is that they're a little bit risky. Normally we talk about goals that are realistic, which is what normally the R would be in your SMART goals. But if we start asking what's realistic, we may set the bar too low. Looking at the results of over 400 studies on goal setting, they concluded the performance of the participants with the highest goal was over 250% higher than the other participants that had the easier goals. We want to rise to the challenge and not lay back when it's too easy. The aversion of failure of not reaching the goal is much stronger than the desire to achieve. So I'm not saying that we should set goals that are crazy, but I am saying we should set goals that might challenge us a little bit. And the fifth attribute of smarter goals is that they are time bound. You want to be strict about a deadline so that it creates urgency. It is also important that we don't set our sights too far out. If you give yourself 5 months to only lose 5 kilos, you might not be incentivized to actually put in the effort. But also be honest with yourself about what you can actually accomplish in a given time frame. So maybe 1.5 kilos to 2 kilos every 2 to 3 weeks would be better. Most of my clients will aim for half a kilo a week or 1 kilo every fortnight, and that is pretty realistic. If you're not willing to sacrifice a bit of social life or eating out all the time or even sacrificing some things at work, you might not achieve your goal as fast as you want to. So adjust your expectations in line with your schedule, your social life, and your commitments. Yo, we are down here. You probably can't hear us, but we're getting breakfast. As you can see, we've got some avocado and eggs on toast, mango smoothies, and it's pretty loud. It is the 1st of January, so we're going to get some good food and then head to the gym. So I'm going to see you guys after. Alright, so we just got down to the gym and we're going to do a bit of a back and bicep workout today. So we'll take you guys through that. But we found this gym and it is a Heroic Fitness Club. Say heroic.
I cannot.
You can't say heroic. You keep calling it Heronic or some shit. But we're down here, we're going to train back and biceps, and then we're probably going to get some lunch and then probably chill by the pool today at the hotel. So I'll see you guys at lunch after this workout. Got a make your own bowl with some purple rice, chicken, beetroot, and croutons and some other crap. Aaron's got a burger and chips, and I also got a coffee. So we're gonna have this caffeine, and then we're gonna head back to the hotel, and we're gonna do a little bit of work today, I reckon, and just chill by the pool. So I'll see you guys when we're at the pool. Thank you. Which then will bring us to our 6th smarter goals, which is exciting. They have to inspire you. Research suggests that we stand a better chance of reaching our goals if we are intrinsically motivated rather than relying on extrinsic motivation. So we are internally motivated rather than relying on outside sources of motivation. Extrinsic motivation may work for a little while or even short term, like watching a motivational video, but when things get hard, you cannot rely on extrinsic motivation. You have to really want it from deep within. Don't choose a New Year's resolution that you don't actually enjoy doing. You'll just be setting yourself up for failure. The University of Chicago's School of Business did a study on New Year's resolutions, and enjoyment ended up being the key predictor on if people actually stuck to their goals and achieved their goals. It's fine to set goals that you feel are important, but do not compromise enjoyment entirely. Tap into your intrinsic motivation. Go with what excites you. If you don't find your goals personally compelling, you will not have the motivation to push through when things get really, really tough. So have a really big think of what actually you want, why you want it, and also, do you actually enjoy it, or are you going to hate it every single day? Which then brings us to number 7, which is relevance. Effective goals are always relevant to your life. They have to align with what you actually want and your current situation. Like, you wouldn't set a goal to go traveling when right now you have no money, you've got 6 dogs, 2 cats, and you have no one to look after them. This is about alignment, and it comes at the end of the list because it's a good way to fact check your goals before you commit to them. If we're going to succeed, we need goals that align with the legitimate demands and needs of our lives. You need goals that align within themselves as well. Conflicting goals will just cause absolute havoc, and when goals are conflicting, which one are you going to end up choosing? So as this video comes to an end, when you're goal setting, try to pick micro and macro goals. So micro goals are always going to be goals that are short term, macro are goals that are long term. And within them goals, write out everything that we just went through. You're going to have far better chance of reaching those goals than if you don't at all. And if you try to just goal set in your head and you don't actually write anything down, research shows that you're probably going to fail. So I don't want you to fail. I want you to reach your goals. So make a change this new year. Do not keep doing what you've currently been doing year after year. Make that change, write your goals, and do everything in your power to reach those goals. Get to fucking work. Let's go. Currently, the sun is setting. We're about to go get dinner because we've just been laying by the pool for about 3 hours. We didn't really get much of a tan at all today. The sun wasn't very hot, but it's very nice out here, so I'm going to go show you guys now. And that is pretty much the pool. So I've just been hanging out here today. Haven't really done too much. We didn't really do too much in Krabi while we've been here. We were going to plan a whole bunch of like day outings and stuff like that, but we just really didn't get around to it, and we wanted to just kind of relax. The last couple of months have been very busy in Adelaide, and we were just completely exhausted, so we knew if we went on this holiday and just booked ourselves out with day trips and snorkeling and canoeing and kayaking and all the other shit that you can do here, we would just come back more exhausted and would need a holiday from our holiday. So we have just really been doing a shitload of nothing since we've been here, except for a couple of the tours and stuff that we are doing, but it's not like a crazy holiday. There's still fireworks going off. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys need any help with anything, follow me on Instagram at Jared Lewis Fitness and send you a goal setting template. But the main important thing is to just write your goals down. That way you know exactly what they are, and make a change and work hard at that same goal all year until you've achieved it. I'm going to be writing my goals probably on the plane ride home back to Adelaide. I don't really care too much for, I guess, New Year's Day being the day that you start everything. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and remember, stay fresh.